A mother in Russia has lost custody of her kids because of a tattoo. No, not a whole sleeve, because I might be in favor of it if it was like a whole, face situation. No. We'll show you the picture in a little bit, but it follows from photos submitted and videos submitted of Nina Saratilova, who leads a lifestyle that does not comport with the rules and norms of behavior of a mother of many children. These are tattoos with words on her body, and this is from the city court and where she lives, which is an incredibly conservative area of Russia. So let's look at the tattoos. Let's see what all the fuss is about. What? Okay, there she is kissing her child. I don't see a tattoo. Oh, there she is. Okay, a little more skin exposed. If you zoom way in, I think there's something written right above her elbow.
Wow.
As if.
Man, I didn't know she wrote like that.
As if it mattered, again, if you had a full sleeve, multiple sleeves, face tattoos, but I was expecting a little bit more than that. She responded, this is from the Moscow Times, she says, my region that she lives in, the sort of mental peculiarities need to be taken into account. This is a translation, so it's a little bit weird. Specifically not to post any stories or express my own opinion, and to keep quiet playing a weak woman. So she's saying that that's what she's being asked to do. Got her kids taken away from her. Yeah, I don't really know where else to go on this.
Yeah. It's stupid, and it makes me think of what they could possibly do to like reverse this on men. Some completely innocuous thing that men do all the time. Then maybe I don't know, this guy picks his wedgie at least twice a day in public. We're taking his kids away. It would have to be something that equally ludicrous. I don't.
Ben Shapiro would have no kids left. He is a wedgie.
He is a wedgie. He's a wedgie in human form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this made me look up the Republic of Dagestan. So that's in the southern corner of Russia. And I was wondering, because she said this area has peculiarities. And I've always wondered about the Republic of Dagestan, as I'm sure all of you have. And because, but kidding aside, I actually had wondered about it, because Da in Turkish means mountain. And that is near Azerbaijan. And so I thought, I wonder if it's a Turkish word. So I looked it up today because of the story, and it turns out it is. And Da comes from Turkish, and Stan comes from Persian, which means land of. Okay, so land of the mountains. And it is 83% Muslim. So let's keep it real. And likely the cultural influence there made a difference, because I was so surprised that I'm like, this ain't in Moscow. There's plenty of tats in Moscow, right? Yeah, they got issues, but tats ain't one of them. And so, unfortunately, this is sometimes the absurdities of old school cultures, right? Mm-hmm. And some of it is based in the interpretation of the religion, because to my knowledge, there isn't anything about tattoos in the Quran, but maybe I'm wrong. But actually, I think I probably am wrong about it. But it's so hard to know, because it's not going to say tattoos in the Quran. It's always going to be an interpretation, right? It's not going to say in the Quran from 1400 years ago, oh, do not go to your local tattoo parlor. Don't get the dragon tattoo on your buttocks or anywhere else. No, it's going to say something about oh, treat your body like a temple. Oh, that means don't get a tattoo. Who said that? Oh, some imam said it 800 years ago, and we're still following it. And by the way, when you see Muslims in the headscarf or the burqa or any of that stuff, that's all interpretation too. You could read it completely differently. In fact, this I know for sure. In the Quran, it's actually, and this goes to Waz's point, it actually is supposed to apply to men and women equally. But conveniently, men running society decided they didn't need to wear a burqa, but women did. How funny how that worked out, right? So are they taking away the kids of people in Dagestan, guys in Dagestan that have tattoos? I'd be very surprised, right? Yeah. So unfortunately, whether it comes from religion or any old school culture, the point is to oppress women. That is the culture. That is the heritage. I'm not trying to pick on Muslims here. We got heritage here in America, in the South, which was oppress black people. What do you mean? That's our heritage. We've been doing it for hundreds of years. So it's all across the world. The Chinese do it to the Turks. The Turks do it to their own. They do it to Kurds, etc. And it goes round and round and round. So my overall point is and this is a right-wing idea. It's not that it's only the right-wing think this, but it is predominantly right-wing. That heritage, by definition, is a good thing. And my answer is no. We have to reevaluate any rule, especially one from thousands of years ago, because I got news for you. The world's changed a little bit, okay? When the old rabbis, and it always comes back to the rabbis who wrote it 2,600 years ago, and then the Christians copied them 2,000 years ago, and then the Muslims copied them 1,400 years ago. That rabbi 2,600 years ago didn't have the internet, okay? He didn't even have scientists, okay? He didn't know what the hell he was talking about. They in the beginning, they thought that the sky, the stars were pinholes that God put into heaven, and it was heaven shining through.
They're not?
Okay.
What?
And
so we're like a little terrarium. We're like, that's our little breathe holes. We're like little bugs from a kid's science project, just trying to breathe out through the stars. I buy it.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's the crazy thing. Most of the world does buy it. Most of the world does believe in religion. And look, there's wonderful parts of it. Help the needy, help the homeless. Muslims are obsessed with that. Good Christians are obsessed with that, right?
Well, come on, Cenk. Mary wasn't a virgin. Come on.
Come on, who believed that? Come on, guys. Come on. You don't even believe it. If you're a Christian, I love you, brother, but you know you don't believe it.
I mean, this is the thing, though, is like, you're totally right. The part of religion that I hate is the reaching back to when things sucked. And there was more oppression, and there was slavery, and there was, like all the worst things, as if and we do that when we treat the United States like a religion, when we treat patriotism like a religion, we do the same thing. Well, the founding fathers meant that. Well, the founding fathers were slave owners. You know what I mean? Let's take the idea of it. Let's take and go with the best of it. Let's bring this into the 21st century and beyond, which is why, I think especially the organizing power of religion, meaning the grassroots organizing power, the Reverend William Barbers, like that's when I love religion, because these are folks who are really taking the message of helping the poor, the message of equality, and bringing it into the modern era. But the go into the source stuff, the cover your body, and just because, if it's your own decision, that's totally fine. That's part of your empowerment. I get it. I think, especially when it comes to hijab, that has been politicized against women, for women. If it's women's decisions, do it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, look, last thing on it. Guys, as a matter of logic, you're forced into agreeing with us. Because, so founding fathers' heritage, okay, well, which parts, right? So I like the Constitution, I like freedom of speech, I like freedom of religion, right? So I like those parts, I'm gonna keep those parts. But they held slaves. Is anyone gonna make an argument that we should keep that part of the heritage? Don't answer, because I'm worried that you're something else, right? Okay, but no, of course you don't keep that part of the heritage. So then by definition, we have to use our logic today to figure out which part of the heritage we keep and which part we don't keep. And so that's just a fact. And if you're choosing to keep the ugly parts, that's on you.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. We really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.